Hello everyone. I have to thank two people for their request. One is November Girl X, and the other, I love the name, the way it looks, but I'm scared I'm going to mispronounce it, so I will spell it. Dididudu. I want to break into song. It's great names. Anyway, thank you for the request on the review of the Neverfull. And I believe one of the questions were, how does it hold up over time? This is what the Neverfull looks like. And I was a little skeptical at first because there's lots of reviews on this. I am fully aware of that. But how it's been used over time and the uses I use for it now that I've had it a while, I think that's justifiable. And plus there was a request, so here we go. This is Louis Vuitton. This is their Damier Ebene. And for the Neverfull, I do like this print the best because typically if you're getting a Neverfull or a tote like this, it's actually for toting around. I don't know if it's going to be the most chic look that you're going to be going for. And so it's something that's already treated and easy maintenance with the inside red interior. I really recommend this print. Do I recommend the GM? I do for my purposes because I use it for like this weekend travel. And let me show you what all it'll do for you. It has just a clasp here, which I find is enough. However, if I'm using this as my bag for shopping, then I would want to use this long key ring that's already attached to the D-ring, and I would want to put in my wallet. And as several of you know, I love my insolent wallet, and I would attach the D-ring to it. It just kind of, the little ring turned it down. I was having trouble locating it. And I would attach these together. So that's the main thing. Since it's an open deal, if I'm going to use my wallet, I do attach it. This is if I want to use it as my handbag. Occasionally I do use this as my handbag, but more times than not I use it as a briefcase. I'm going to first show you it as a handbag. And what I also have attached is this Eva clutch. I don't normally, well, that's not normal. You know, the reason I love these Louis Vuitton products is because you can use them for different things. I am preparing for a trip this weekend, and I am going to pack my Eva clutch in with my Neverfull, and these will be my bags of choice as I travel. And so I have, you know, the two options there. So you can attach more than one thing to the D-ring. So far, this is what it's looking like with not much in there, okay? Let me show you very quickly what, if you might be interested in, with a base shaper. And I'm going to just stick that in at the bottom. And what it does is just evens it out so everything's distributed well and everything will then not sag. If you're not carrying very much and you want it to keep its shape, then you get the space shaper. This is what it looks like. The negativity to me is that it sticks out a lot, and I don't really prefer that. Plus, I have a tendency, because I have the space available, to fill it up. So I usually do not use my base shaper. It's totally a personal opinion. There's those that will not leave home without it, if you will, and those who just don't like it. I don't, it's neither one. I recommend it if you want it to keep its shape and you don't want to carry a lot. Okay, back to what all I'm going to put in it. Just typically what you would, a regular handbag. I attach so many things to my D-rings. I'm removing it from one bag to another. But my mini pochette I would definitely incorporate because that's usually where I will put my cell phone. And I'm going to drop it in, although sometimes you can put it on the outside and have it hang down. But what I've noticed, because it's so tall, it has a tendency to fall down if you set it down. So I'm not leaving very much on the outside of the bag. The only time I'll do so is if it's a key ring like this. That's I think this is the clay, and I will put this on the outside because it doesn't weight it down so much. And I would prefer it to match the bag, which I have. I'm just using this for illustration. Very good. This is a makeup bag that I would put in to my Neverfull, and I would have this is my Coach, people have asked about this. It's my Coach pencil pouch, and I love it. There is not one better out there, in my opinion. And then my agenda, and then a large pochette that holds a lot of miscellaneous things. As you'll see, it's a bit of a pit, so I like to keep it all organized. As a relative was teasing me saying, you have bags inside your bags, and that's really true. And then here are my shades. And this is my iPad 2, and I'm going to set this inside here also. And what you can see is, as no surprise to anyone, there's still lots of room. I will often carry a scarf or a jacket, and let me throw that in. Any scarf by Love Quotes, I love them, by the way. Here's another key fob, and this is what I would take. And I might throw in a book or magazine. You can tell when it's 15 or 14 inches wide at the bottom and 20 inches wide at the top, you're going to be able to fit in your MacBook if you want to. Just when you do that, the straps will withstand it, but it will be heavy and it will wear you down. So I usually just try to make do with my iPad at occasions like this. I don't usually carry this as a handbag unless I'm shopping and I'm going to be picking up a lot of little things, so I can keep it all in one bag. So it'll all depend. I do love this for travel, and I do love this as a briefcase to carry other things in. And I will be doing another review comparing this Neverfull with the Speedy, and so stay tuned for that if you're interested. But the Neverfull does cinch in if you are going to use this as a handbag. With the GM, I almost recommend it. I'm just curious how easily this cinches in with all the things in it, because I will definitely be carrying these items. What I find though, if you use it as a handbag, it looks so much bigger, but it'll fit in other handbags that aren't as big. So I think for that. I don't like it as a regular handbag as much. And here you can see it cinched in, and automatically I feel an immediate improvement. It feels more like a handbag, and it's very doable. Now, as far as this weekend and for travel, it'll hold extra books, and I'll have things for my youngest daughter that she can do also. We'll color together, and we just, we're going to be at a cross-country meet, and we sit around and we'll have some time together. So I wanted to have some little entertainment things for her there. So anyway, it's really good for that, for travel, to have with it. Then the question, does it withstand? The only wear that I'm seeing on it, I wouldn't say I baby the bags, but I do take very good care of them. I'm not going to leave them out in the sun or let them stay wadded up. I keep it full, etc. The thing with this big bag, it will sag down a lot, and I've understood that if the bag sags like this for long periods of time, that it can crack the canvas. So I would be a little careful with that. But the canvas they can't fix. The leather they can always replace. And this is what I'm showing you now, is the leather pieces. And I think any of the Louis Vuitton pieces, when it has this thin layering across the top, it gets kind of wrinkled over time. And I noticed it on inside of one of my, and it's not even going to show because I can barely see it now and I'm up close. I believe it's here. Yes, it's only on this strap and just a little bit of wrinkle there. I am confident you're not going to be able to see that. It is so minor. So I've had this bag, I'm terrible time. I bought it pre-loved off eBay. I've had it probably 2 years, and I would say it's very much like new. It's wonderful. I did not address this pocket here. This would be another option, this huge pocket to put your wallet in. I just usually put other miscellaneous things in there, and since I have the option of keeping my wallet with the D-ring. So I hope this has been helpful. Stay tuned. I'm going to show you this next in a video with the Speedy bandolier, because there was a request for that. So okay, thank you so much. Take care. Bye.